What's up, YouTube? This is Team Revelation here, coming at you with a deck profile. This deck profile is going to be on Laval's, and I'm just going to tell you right now that this is just going to be like a prototype because I'm still missing some cards and they are on the way. But I just figured I would get this deck profile out here, and if you guys like it, please make sure to like. And if you guys have Laval's, make sure you like too. So we're going to get right into the deck profile. We have the 3 Handmaiden, which is probably like my favorite card. You just send her, you have to send her with another lava monster in the graveyard except her. And you can just pretty much keep sending lava monsters, which basically builds your plays. And I run the 3 Lakeside Lady because she's great. She banishes. She's great for your synchro plays. Like, I definitely like having her 3. I know some people like having her 2. Having the 3 Cannoneer, that might change. I like it because it's useful with Handmaiden goes into your level 5s, but I don't know if at 3 I'm still testing out 2 Cannon. I'll probably up this guy because like he's incredible in this deck. I wish that he had 200 defense, but unfortunately he doesn't. But he's great because he's able to bring back your banished Lavals, especially if you bring back your Lakeside Lady. You go for instant level 7. So I'll probably up him up and probably lower Cannoneer, but we'll see. I run the 2 Fire Dog just because, you know, 1900 beater, just able to get over your opponent's monsters and being able to bring your stuff out to start combos that way. And then this is for the hand traps. I run 2 Battle Fader. I'll probably up him as well. We'll see. Just, you know, being a level 1, able to get your combos off, being able to special summon, end the battle phase, being able to just go right there. Having the 2 Veiler, which of course Veiler is going to be one of those hand traps this format that like everyone is going to run, and it's just because why not? Like, there's so many effect monsters out there, and there's just so many ways that effect Veiler could help out, so definitely needed. As well as this card too, 2 Maxi, might run that up to 3 just because there's going to be a ton of decks that are going to special summon as well. So you draw into your stuff and you're just able to go off on your opponent. And then the 1 Ghost Gorge, just because just more protection. You know, sometimes you just go all out, and then sometimes you just don't have anything else. So if your opponent tries to attack, you have Gorged, you know, waiting for them. So that does it for the monsters. For the spells, we have triple Molten Conduction Field. I absolutely love this card. I was waiting for this card to come out so I could do Lavals, just because it starts off your combos. You're able to get a Cannoneer and a Handmaiden, so she could activate her effect. I mean, you could just send like whatever. It's just an amazing card. And then you have to run the 3 Rekindling. It's probably my other favorite card just because it just brings back all your Lavals except for maybe Cannon or whatever, but it goes off. This is what you need for, you know, Quasar or whatever. Yes, I am running Quasar. I'll show you in the extra deck. We run the 3 Duality. You may think, oh, this, you know, this might hurt you, whatever. But I mean, sometimes Lavas can be very inconsistent. Sometimes you end up with some dead draws or whatever. But Pot of Duality helps you so much to get into your stuff. I mean, you can't special summon that turn, but if you set up like next turn, like, you can just go off. The 3 MST, definitely one con about this deck is that back row. Like, back row kills this deck. In order to get your combos off, you need to get rid of the back row. So MST is definitely your best choice. And then for the 1-ups, we got a Rhoda. This is for the Cannon, and it'll also be for the Boost Warrior that I'll be getting later. The Gold Sark to get your stuff faster, to thin out your deck. The Foolish Burial, this is kind of like a mini, like Molten Conduction Field. This can get your Handmaiden to grave, and if you already have a Laval, you know, just start all your combos. You got Dark Hole, because it's Dark Hole. You got Book of Moon, because it's Book of Moon. And then the one tech I have is the Searing Firewall. Now what this does, it allows you to banish any number of Lavals in your graveyard. You're able to special summon that many number of tokens. So if you banish 2 Lavals, you get to bring out 2 Laval tokens. So level 1, they don't have any attack or defense. But this is great if you want to do your combos. You could use this with Handmade and go into form of Synchron. You can also use this with Cannon because you banish your Lavals and you summon Cannon, you bring back your Lavals. So I think this is a pretty good tech. And then for the 2 traps, I run 2 Mirror Force just because, like I said, kind of like with the Gorge or whatever, I want to protect myself. Sometimes I just go all out, and then sometimes my opponent has a way to come back, whatever. I'll have the Mirror Force. That way, next turn, I can go for game. So that's the main deck, and then the extra deck, I absolutely love the extra deck. So I have, for the 2s, I have Form of Synchron. Obviously, you need to run it for Quasar. Allows you to draw a card. Use this with the Handmaiden, and once I'll have the Boost Warrior, or the Handmaiden, the Battle Fader, the Handmaiden, and a token. I mean, there's so many ways to get this out, and it's so fun to start your combos off of this card. For the 5s, we have Dragon, which is like probably one of my favorite synchros in this deck. It's a reverse Brio. It recycles. It bounces cards. It has so many uses. It has 2,000 attack. So, I mean, good in so many ways. Ramades, I mean, why wouldn't you want to run this card? It's amazing level 5. You can bring this out with ease just as much as the other level 5s. Like Catastor, just being able to get over stuff. And Librarian, this is definitely key with the Form of Synchron. Once you bring the Form of Synchron and this out, you get to draw 2 cards. You get to keep getting into your deck and getting into your combos. So I definitely love him. For the 6s, you got to run the Dragon. I mean, you might not go into him very much, but 2,500 attack. You know, he's pretty decent. You definitely need him for Lavals for your, or for my level 7s, excuse me. I run the Laval Stunning, definitely a big beat stick. Definitely love having him. And having the Black Rose, I mean, obviously Black Rose, you blow stuff off. It's amazing to have in this deck. And I'm trying out the Ancient Flavel Deity. You know, being able to banish stuff, boost attack. I mean, it's one of your, secondary options. So, you know, if you're not able to go in the Quasar or whatever, you bring this guy out. He gets attack boost, so you can get over stuff. And then for level 8s, we got Good Old Reliable, Stardust Dragon. You know, why wouldn't you run on Stardust Dragon? Protects your stuff. You know, Beat Stick, awesome. Scrap Dragon, being able to pop stuff that maybe you don't need or whatever, and just getting over stuff himself. And Red Dragon Archfiend. I am also using the Red Nova Dragon. I know it's kind of like, well, why don't you use Quasar, or why don't you just use Red Nova? There are ways to get both of them out there, and I may consider taking the Red Nova because I absolutely love Quasar, and I absolutely bring Quasar out like most of the time in my duels, so we'll see, but he's pretty cool. And then we have, for 11, the Ghost Star Eater, because Star Eater is like mini Quasar. It's just amazing to have. I love that we were able to get one, and I just love it in this deck. And then for the 12s, like I said, is the Red Nova Dragon. If you're able to bring it out, it's also amazing. But definitely this deck wouldn't be the deck it is without Quasar. It's just one of those decks like Synchron or Fabled, or even I think I saw a Cloudian build with Quasar. Like, if you have the Molten Conduction Field, the Rekindling, and a Boost Warrior, like, you have this first turn. And Quasar just ends games. It's just so amazing. So that is the Laval deck, and like I said, it's just a prototype. I'm planning on getting more of the cards later, but like I said, if you guys like this, definitely give us a like, comment, let us know what you think, show us your Laval builds, and we'll catch you next time, guys. See ya.